hand gestures, counting till my hands blister. You can't miss us, louder than Fran Drescher. Pinky rings, hand kisses, soprano. I feel like Paulie Castellano in designer stitches. Oh, I heard him say I made Rihanna. Mind your business, what kind of honor is this? I'm trying to see Madonna.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Cardinals going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the... Touchback. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep it with Miller on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a good shot. That's a good shot. Here we go. What? Ohio. Check. 3 down. Flex round. Check 9.
Here's Watson now on second down, escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Third and long, it's Watson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away. The Pro Bowler Patrick Peterson back deep for Arizona. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10. Deep in their own territory. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a 2nd down throw for Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Coleman, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Pardon me, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, but he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker and in nickel and sub situations. Rush him inside against offensive guards is usually too quick for him.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Good job, D. Good job. That's where you fly the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. It's caught. Nelson. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Off the play fake, Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. To give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And getting a look at the Wildcat here. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Offense needs something here on second down. It is second and long. Coleman now. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every time...
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. J.J. Watt. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And now out comes Houston. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
To throw on second is Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go. 3 down, 3 down. Flex round, flex round.
Back to throw, Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Ohio. Everyone's got 4 down. Ohio, Ohio, Ohio. Let's go, Brown, let's go.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Jaguars extending their lead to a couple of touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On second down, here's Miller. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Watson just beating the play clock. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Check four! Flex round!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, Kaiser. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's third and long. Play action now. Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
The kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Well, we have a minute. Tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, will wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
On first down, Watson. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And he is knocked down from the side. So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. Now it's Miller. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Hurry up, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Here we go, look at the truth. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. First down now, but the clock continues to move. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Second down following the run.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. Green, 39. Green. All right, now. Watch it now, Marty.
Running this with a wide receiver, Fuller. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Leopard. Set.
Now the backup Savage. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans, and it's an early lead there for the Saints. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Coleman. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Play of the half, Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He's going to look deep down the field, and that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. A second down throw now for Kaiser. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. From the gun, Kaiser. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. Look at the big man rumble. And this will be a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up. Shop at the 23-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Shift together here from the D-line. A first throw for the backup Palmer. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Gun! All right, here we go.
On the counter, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Four yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19. Leopard!
Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Over. Let's go. Green, 39. Detroit. Over. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a favorable bounce that time, to say the least, and he's able to convert the field goal there from a long distance.
Yeah, the guys behind the end zone didn't need to hike the net up for this one. That thing was a dying quail, but he finds a way to boink it off the crossbar and make it drop through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Second down, Palmer drops it off for Coleman, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the 3rd now in New Orleans. And the Saints have surged back to take the lead there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll toss it to Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed. Blue, back there, Philly. Here we go. Leopard, go.
Lamar Miller. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Savage now. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Now, that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
No, check, Patriot! Here we go! Clean! No. Detroit! Back up, here we go! Detroit! Leopard!
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. He'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is Miller. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Savage. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They come out here in the eye. First and goal. Defense with their backs again. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner. But the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll work this one out to about the 38. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Throwing now. Palmer on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A fake to Johnson. Now it's Palmer. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
And the quarterback won't take the snap here. This is the Wildcat look. Direct snap this time. Miller. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
All right, here we go. 4 down. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run with Miller. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Texans on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is third down and 12.
Here we go now.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Cardinals. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Palmer now under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. One last shot for Palmer. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.